this has been a trending topic for the past ever since the trailer came out. I've seen so many people ask questions about Franklin, and I texted you I think last night about how someone commented on my TikTok. They said, "Is Wiccan more powerful than Franklin?" I was just like,
you know what though?
bro.
On second thought, at least he asked and didn't.
I respect it. Yeah.
I want to encourage questions. So we might think your question is like whatever, but ask your questions. It's better than pretending you know better. Or you can always look it up yourself. But we prefer you ask it in our comment section.
100%. And what is funny, Jerry, is that he got destroyed on TikTok. Like they went crazy. People were pissed. They were like, "Are you really going to?" But the issue was because he watched Agatha and thought that. And that's where I think the anger came from, because he watched Agatha and thought that. But anyways, the big topic that's been going around is, what does Galactus want with Franklin? Because I feel like a lot of people are seeing like comments explain, and all these people talk about saying that Galactus wants Franklin. And obviously you and I have talked about that. And if you read the comics, you obviously know some stuff about what's going on with the Franklin. But I wanted to ask you, as the first kind of layer to this, how important do you think the relationship between Galactus and Franklin needs to be? Like, how important do you think it needs to be in the MCU in general? Because obviously in the comics they have important run-ins, and there's a type of respect, kind of sort of, and fear that's built between them. How important do you think that has to be?
Well, what you have to understand is Franklin has the ability to create universes, but he also has the ability to create the kind of energy that Galactus needs to survive as a cosmic entity. So Galactus, Franklin is very important to Galactus.
100%. And a lot of people have gone back, to the fact of how, one of the reasons why Galactus did want Franklin in the comics was because to birth his old universe, kind of where he came from. So there's like multiple reasons of why he could use, Franklin. Bro, in Marvel. What's up?
You need to read the Mark Waid Fantastic Four run.
Okay, I'm at them. Hold on.
Do Life Story and then do the Mark Waid.
Okay.
But you also got to do JMS Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh. Which one? All right. Which one, JMS or Mark Waid?
I would do Mark Waid because we have the Fantastic Four story movie coming up.
Then after that, do Spider-Man.
JMS. Yeah. Okay. Bro, both of those runs are insane. But when you read that JMS run, like, you're already obsessed with the Fantastic Four. But when you read that JMS run, you are going to be like, okay, I understand why Spider-Man is fucking Spider-Man.
Bet. I love it. I'm excited. Okay. So, but yeah, bro, I do think that Franklin is going to be very important in this movie. And there's a lot of theories going around about like that trip that we see them go into space. By the way, you want to know something very interesting? On that trip that they go to space on, they have the 4 emblem on their arms. And what is weird, Jerry?
Reed said before the first time we went up to space.
And what's weird is, why is it so? If it's a second time and they have the 4, it also makes me think, why the heck is Ben not the Thing yet? So it's weird, bro. I don't know. It's a lot.
Oh, that is interesting. Oh, well, they were, I'm pretty sure they were called like the I'm
about to Google it.
I'm pretty sure they were called the Fantastic Four before they went to space, like the Fantastic Four group. And that 4 had that logo before they went up, but they weren't the, cosmic ray, altered selves until after that trip. Okay. I'm pretty sure it's in Life Story too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out. Yeah, because it threw me through a loop. I was like, why do they have the 4 already on them? But a lot of people think that Franklin is going to be born on that during space travel. That's when they think Franklin is going to be born. And I don't agree, because the one scene that we saw in that teaser, we see his eyes pop up to the house, and I think he's going to pull up right there. And there was even a rumor that that they edited Vanessa Kirby's stomach in that intro when she walks them into their apartment, that she's pregnant. There's just so much stuff going around, which is just funny.
I don't think Franklin is going to be older than like a toddler. I really don't.
So you don't think he's going to age up at all?
Maybe when they end up doing if they do the time jump at some point, but like, I think first of all, there's clips of Ben before he went to space. They're talking about the first time they went up. So I think we're going to see, and also the movie's called First Steps.
Yeah, so it has to be about the babies.
And they basically confirmed my theory that First Steps has a double meaning, and it means, family and first steps in space. So maybe if there's like something with time in the multiverse and that changes, we'll see an older Franklin. I kind of hope we don't. I think it's a bad move to do Franklin older yet, just because I think that would be overly ambitious and have way too much going on. And like, let's land the first Fantastic Four movie that's ever been critically acclaimed and well received by everyone before we go super crazy with the Franklin stuff. And I think, listen, Franklin is super powerful and everything, but he is not one of the Fantastic Four. And those characters are more important in terms of the story and the dynamic than Franklin is. So I'm hoping that it's more focused on the four than it is Franklin and Valeria.
Fair take, take. I'm in the area of, I would like your Franklin's at least.
You love Franklin, so
yeah, I would like your Franklin at least. I don't want a grown man Franklin, but I would love a Franklin that is like at least a kid where he's able to talk and walk, something like that. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't mind a 6-year-old Franklin, something like that. And then Galactus comes down at that age and he's like, this kid, who is he? He's very powerful and I'm scared. I think that Galactus giving Franklin the cosign is what like normie fans need, because I think that Galactus coming down and showing how like kind of afraid and curious he is about Franklin is going to make fans like, what the hell is wrong with that kid? and I think that could serve the future a little more, because like I think it could serve the future more, but I don't really think it's going to affect the movie as much as we think, because at first, bro, I thought Franklin was going to be the reason why they multiverse jump. But the fact that Rita's already working on this multiversal bridge, he's definitely going to be the reason why they leave. You know what I mean? Or he's going to be the reason why they end up moving somewhere. So,
also, the most important relationship Galactus has is with Reed.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's more important now than Franklin. And when you read Life Story, you're going to be like, oh, holy shit. Like, yeah. Because most of it is about Reed and Galactus. So, and listen, Franklin's coming. I think he's going to be bigger down the line. But yeah, that's just my take.
Yeah. So where do you rank Reed on your favorite, like, Marvel characters of all time?
I would probably, it's tough because it's really tough, because I would say my top 5 in no specific order: Spider-Man, Iron Man, Cap, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Cap, Reed, and who am I missing?
T'Challa? No more?
No, it's probably T'Challa. Listen, I love Namor, but like, I don't know if I would put him above T'Challa. T'Challa.
Magneto?
Ooh. See, now it's tough. Now I got to think of it. Probably Magneto. Then I got Wolverine. You know what I hate, by the way?
You forgot Sentry? I'm kidding.
No,